I sort of closed one eye, like I was taking aim at it. This is a people shooting hat. I shoot people in this hat. Aha, I said. Now this book is preparing people for bigger moments in their lives than I had ever dreamed of. Then, on page 89, I would rather push a guy out the window or chop his head off with an axe than sock him in the jaw. I hate fist fights. What scares me most is the other guy's face. I finished the book. It's a touching story. A comic because the boy wants to do so much and can't do anything. Hates all phoniness, only lies to others. Wants everyone to like it, is only hateful, and is completely self-involved. Well, in other words, a pretty accurate picture of a male adolescent. But the aura about this book that bothers me is this. The book is primarily about paralysis. The boy can't function. And at the end, before he could run away and start a new life, it starts to rain and he falls. Now, there is nothing wrong with writing about emotional and intellectual paralysis. It may indeed, thanks to Chekhov and Samuel Beckett, be the great modern theme. The extraordinary last lines of Waiting for Godot. Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Stage directions, they do not move. But the aura about this book of challenges, which perhaps should be read by everyone but young men, is this. It mirrors like a funhouse mirror and amplifies like a distorted speaker one of the great tragedies of our time. The death of the imagination. Because what else is paralysis? The imagination has become so debased that imagination, being imaginative, no longer stands as the linchpin of our existence, but now is a synonym for something outside of ourselves, like science fiction, or some new use for tangerine slices on boiled pork chops. I mean, what an imaginative summer recipe. And Star Wars, so imaginative. And Star Trek, so imaginative. Lord of the Rings, all those dwarves, so imaginative. The imagination has moved out of being our link, our most personal link, with our inner lives, and the world outside that world. The world that we all share. What else is schizophrenia but a horrifying state where what's in here just doesn't match up with what's out there? Why has imagination become a synonym for style? I believe that the imagination is the passport that we create to take us into the real world. I believe that the imagination is another phrase for what is most uniquely us. Jung says, the greatest sin is to be unconscious. Well, our boy Holden says, what scares me most is the other guy's face. Now, it wouldn't be so bad if we could both be blindfolded. Most of the time, the faces that we face are not the other guy's face, but our own faces. And it is the worst kind of yellowness to be so scared of yourself that you would put blindfolds on rather than deal with yourself. To face ourselves. That is the hard thing. The imagination, that's God's gift to make the act of self-examination bearable.
Well, indeed.
I hope
Your muggers read every word of that thesis.
Darling.